Madam Nessie Joe to die before you come here. If this is a political goal that they want to score, I wanted to turn it back. Because we are clearly telling you, no media institution to attest to it. President Boga only came in his country that one of the secrets that will prevail here. When we went to Doha, how to bury them. You saw the image of President Boga. It was total deceptiveness. What people cannot say this thing? It was deceptiveness. You say you came to bury those men. You don't even bury the men, you pull it, you went to Moravia. So you only came for people to see you from making all out of flamboyancy so that people will think that you have love of President Doe or the Grenadier. We said, no, you the media, I want to challenge you. Publish a single page that President Boga was there in a compound of the late President Doe during the burial. So if you tell me, if you publish it, I will reserve for political activities in Grenadier. I reserve. There's the only Kim here have all lot of activities. They know he mute himself, enjoy himself. Even though Benny who say he giving you money to transport you, he want you to pass by me. No problem. Because these are children of the United Party in Grenadier. So we have no any issue. Okay. We are telling you when President Boga came here, immediately he went to Moravia. You don't even know the location. The Boga served as vice president for 12 good years. No public platform can tell me where President Boga ever thought of reburying the person who makes him or who made him an agriculture minister, to whom much is given, much is expected. People could do blame other people, the other day was maybe with President Doe, and the president did not do. President Boga received a higher honor by our hero. Exactly. President Doe, to whom much is given, much is expected. You become agriculture minister. Let's look at the budget yearly, annually. Let's look at the budget. Can that be equivalent to somebody who maybe you get 1,000 a day? No. President Boga will even talk of this doing any time. But waiting that the late Madam Nessie Joe to die before you come here. If this is a political goal that they want to score, I wanted to turn it back. Because we are clearly telling you, no media institution to attest to it. President Boga only came in his country that one of the secrets that will prevail here. When we went to Doha, how to bury them. You saw the image of President Boga. It was total deceptiveness. What people cannot say this thing? It was deceptiveness. You say you came to bury those men. You don't even bury the men, you pull it, you went to Moravia. So you only came for people to see you from making all out of flamboyancy so that people will think that you have love of President Doe or the Grenadier. We said, no, you the media, I want to challenge you. Publish a single page that President Boga was there in a compound of the late President Doe during the burial. So if you tell me, if you publish it, I will reserve for political activities in Grenadier. I reserve. There's the only Kim here have all lot of activities. They know he mute himself, enjoy himself. Even though Benny who say he giving you money to transport you, he want you to pass by me. No problem. Because these are children of the United Party in Grenadier. So we have no any issue. Okay. We are telling you when President Boga came here, immediately he went to Moravia. You don't even know the location.
Management agency is the agency responsible to prevent this kind of thing, to prevent fire disaster, to make sure that we come to you. Our circle social president is also here, that will also be consoling the family. In the meantime, Honorable, we brought 100 bags of rice to the family. We do not have much right now. We are revamping and refocusing the institution. And so more will come later. But initially, we brought 100 bags of rice from the agency On behalf of the President of this nation, the Honorable His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, we are here to present 100 bags of rice to you, to the family. We know this rice cannot bring anything to you, but at least it will be the beginner, because we got people coming to visit you. You need to have some family meetings. If the Muslims are there, they need to have some sacrifices in order to make. So basically, Honorable, this is why we are here.
A pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to your program, Talk About It, on King's 88.1. Talk About It, we discuss issues of national concern. We bring them on the table in a fully led and regular land. The time to be a part of the program by putting forth your comments, your suggestions and recommendations and way forward. Now bet we can move our country to Mama Life better. We basically do, but we found a common ground and forced ahead as people. Please be my guest. My name is Israel. Where we are seeing. As a matter of fact, today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, that's the second day of July 2022. Let's take a gist of the song and leave us. Well, thank you so kindly, thank you so kindly, and well, let me humbly say good morning to the peace-loving people of our country. Mama Liberia, they crossed the 15th sub-political division of the Republic of Liberia. Well, let me say good morning to all of you, those of you across Maserati County, within the 17th electoral district. Maybe you are on your way to school, you are on your way to your job site or your business area, or you are going for that special interview. You are on the KK, on the pimping, on the motorbike, on a private or commercial vehicle, and you are in tune to King's 88.5. Well, let me say good morning to all of you. And what a great time, what a great opportunity to be here this morning. Those of you across Liberia following by radio or the social media, let me say good morning to all of you. And those of you in the diaspora, I'd like to say good morning. Good morning to all of you. Well, it's good to be here, and it's good to be back. And I'm very happy again. And I'm very jollified in my spirit and amplified. Like I said to you, concerning the King's Support Basket, an initiative that is geared to keeping the station going. And the station is your station. And the reason why you are considered as a very strong partner, because you believed in King's FM, you believe in her activities, you believe in the team, and you believe that they will not hide anything that is wrong in our country, that undermine the fabric of our society. And having King's FM on 24/7, having King's FM running all through, is something that you so much appreciate and you so much loved and we would like to see happen every day. It is you who are the direct beneficiary of King's FM. I saw a post from Anthony Abraham Gosson William, and I saw comments of members of the Unity Party. And one thing I say to you is it should not be a worry to you. when Kings FM management is asking our people to be a partner to the good things that they are doing for Liberia, it shouldn't be your worry. It shouldn't be something that you will have to talk about, because you will got more to worry about. Because Kings FM will remain and continue to broadcast, and there will be extension, expounding into the Leeward counties with community radios. Because the very United Party people listen to Kings FM. Because they know that you have frustrated them. You have belittled them. And so they come to us and tell us the bad things you have done for them after they have sacrificed themselves and denied the opportunity that came that way. They come to Kings FM. So it is for you, Liberians. It is about you. The sacrifice that we made and the sacrifice also. So the King support basket is up now. And I know I didn't hide the numbers there. I didn't see the number on the screen. But let me see here. Let me see if I can just cue out the numbers on the screen. I just thought it should be there. But it's very important, the basket. Like you see there on the screen. So I want to see if I can, get the numbers there so that you'll be able to see it. Then I'll call it. I will be calling me the kind of time. I would do anymore. I want to pin out the number for you. Sorry, I don't know who is doing this. I want to pin up the number there. Okay, let me see. Make sure I've got this thing there. But let me see here. Okay. So that people, oh my God. So send with 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 5, 8, 5. Okay. And then coming, let me see if I can have it there. All right. I know I can be worried now. 15. Okay, so let's see. So you're going to see it. You're going to see the numbers on the screen. Should be on the screen. Yeah. Yes. So that's the number there. You can see that on the screen there. Those of you following social media, that is the number for the King support basket. You see Sandwave. Those of you outside, you see the number 0555 855 855. And those of you even in Liberia, you can also send your own contribution to that number. I just want to talk about it a little bit before we talk. I'm not going to talk much on this video today. I know I'm very too good again. So the Sandwave number is there. It's on the screen. It's been pinned on the screen there. Where my name should be. You see it right there. So that number is there in the orange money number. And so those of you in Radio Land, those of you in the diaspora, you can use that number to send your contribution, whether on the daily basis, on a weekly, monthly basis. It's all the way you decide to be a contribution to keeping Kings FM moving forward. So the SendWave number there is 0 855 855. And then those of you in Liberia, also you want to send your own contribution, that the mobile money number is 0 855 855, right? Both the USD or the Liberty, you can send that 0 855 855. Then the orange money number is 0 777 017 885. 0 777 017 885. So those are the numbers. You can make your own contribution. Just let me know to the comment section there if you've sent in your contribution, so that we know. So it's going to be on the screen there. You already know my name, so don't bother about my name. So you are part of it. You are part of it. So I show it keeps up to date this morning, and so we want to see all of your contribution coming in now. Before I end the show, I look forward to see many of you sending in your contribution, whether you are in Liberia, you are outside Liberia. So it's in twofold. You in Liberia, you still have the opportunity to send in your contribution. And for the mobile money number, those of you in Liberia, is 0 555 0 555. Write it down now. 0 555 885 885. That's the mobile money number. Those of you in Liberia. 0 555 885 885. So whether USD or Liberty, you are in Liberia, that is the mobile money number. Maybe you are using orange money and you need the orange money number, then we also have that one for you too, that uses the orange money with the GSM company, Orange Liberia. So 0 777 017 885. 0 777 017 885. That is the orange money number. Orange money number, so you can send your orange money contribution if you're subscribing with orange money. Then those of you in the diaspora across the world that are using the SendWave, you can send to 0 555 885 885. 0 555 885 885. Those of you in the diaspora, if for any reasons you're not using SendWave, you can let me know, and we give you access to which money transfer you could use to be your part. But it's good to be here, Liberians. It's good to be here. I just thought we talk a little bit. I don't know what's happening this morning, but I'm not feeling too good. Just pray that God help me right here this morning. So Liberia is our country. Liberia is our country. Yesterday, I told you about your preparation for June 17. The initiative that is being carried out by the Joseph Baga Unity Party government to rebury some of our foreign leaders is a good initiative. It's a good one, which I must admit. But the true essence of the intent of what they are doing is not tied around unity. And moreover, what the government is focused on doing now is not the paramount issue and concerns of the Liberian people. It's not a priority as per their arrest agenda. It is not a honest undertaking. It is not an honest undertaking. It is a political undertaking. Okay.
Management agency is the agency responsible to prevent this kind of thing, to prevent fire disaster, to make sure that we come to you. Our circle social person is also here that will also be consoling the family. In the meantime, Honorable, we brought 100 bags of rice to the family. We do not have much right now. We are revamping and refocusing the institution. And so more will come later. But initially, we brought 100 bags of rice from the agency. On behalf of the President of this nation, the Honorable His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, we are here to present 100 bags of rice to you, to the family. We know this rice cannot bring anything to you, but at least it will be the beginner, because we have people coming to visit you. You need to have some family meetings. If some Muslims were there, they need to have some sacrifices in order to make. So basically, Honorable, this is why we are here. The National Disaster Management Agency is the agency responsible to prevent this kind of thing, to prevent fire disaster, to make sure that we come to you. Our circle social person is also here that will also be consoling the family. In the meantime, Honorable, we brought 100 bags of rice to the family. We do not have much right now. We are revamping and refocusing the institution. And so more will come later. But initially, we brought 100 bags of rice from the agency. On behalf of the President of this nation, the Honorable His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, we are here to present 100 bags of rice to you, to the family. We know this rice cannot bring anything to you, but at least it will be the beginner, because we have people coming to visit you. You need to have some family meetings. If some Muslims were there, they need to have some sacrifices in order to make. So basically, Honorable, this is why we are here. The National Disaster Management Agency is the agency responsible to prevent this kind of thing, to prevent fire disaster, to make sure that we come to you. Our circle social person is also here that will also be consoling the family. In the meantime, Honorable, we brought 100 bags of rice to the family. We do not have much right now. We are revamping and refocusing the institution. And so more will come later. But initially, we brought 100 bags of rice from the agency. On behalf of the president of this nation, the Honorable His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, we are here to present 100 bags of rice to you, to the family. We know this rice cannot bring anything to you, but at least it will be the beginner, because we got people coming to visit you. You need to have some family.
Queen on the KIN King. We up early morning plus on your late night swing. We live on your radio in a big thing. To get that buzz at your jukebox, you know how we does it. 88.5.
Talk about it on Kings 88.5. I'm having a late small technical problem here that I'll try to solve. Sorry.
Let's try to see if I can work this. If I can work this out. If you, those of you following the social media, do you still getting us? Try to. Yeah, be there. Yeah, hold it. So let's see if you. I want to see if you actually, getting us there. Small. Yeah, those of you online that are you still getting us live? Let us to know. Let me know if you stay getting in live there. Small adjustment here. Seeing my screen keep restarting, but okay. So I show you. You stay following. Okay, yes. Lovely say, of course, I'm still on live. Like, can I see 2 or 3 person confirming it if I'm still live and you are getting me my crystal clear there. It's important to let me to know. Sorry, I don't know why the machine keep restarting by itself. So yeah, I don't know why it's restarting. But we'll try our best. We'll try our best. We try our best. Okay, Afro says okay. Muffley says okay. So sorry for that. Just I don't know what's happening to the machines. Keep restarting. But like I said to you, the issue of reburial of some of our leaders is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If it is done sincerely, it's not a bad thing. But I see the politics. It's not a bad thing for the government to say, let's give honor. Let's rebury some of our foreign leaders, even though like Senator Johnson has already been living inside the do they want them. But but I don't know. It's not a bad thing, actually. Thank you. Ruth Jones says okay. It's not a bad thing. But what I notice about this whole thing that the Unity Party doing is to politicize it and it's to take the people attention from the real issue. What should be a priority to the Unity Party government? The real priority. If this initiative is not bad, I don't think it should be something that they should want to do already like this. The priority issues should be the major concern. Should be the major concern. $16 billion loss that Unity Party told about. That should be a priority. $16 billion loss on Georgia government, according to Unity Party. That should be a major priority of the Unity Party government. Because that was a campaign message. 16 billion. Fear got missing. Under the Georgia government, according to the Unity Party government, even though the cruise report is up on the United States Embassy in Liberia, on their website. On the US government, on their website. I thought that would have been a major priority of the Unity Party. Let's investigate the $16 billion issue. To bury a fallen leader is not bad, but it's not even inclusive. Because those who they claiming to get reburied and honor, they are not importing the manpower that was killed and taken away
I didn't see his grave. So I should ask you to give him reburial. It is not so important. Then children that were massacred, it's not so important. The others that were massacred in the Lutheran church, in the Duper Road area. It's not so important. What I saw on the Facebook, they pack up to the Centennial Pavilion, so progressive. So progressive. The pioneers children, they call themselves the elite. So then go gather over there to do what they do. And they carry your mind back. But the ordinary color seller woman daughter that died, that was killed during the war, she didn't know, she didn't see her there, but her body. They don't deserve honor. They don't deserve honor. They went over there. All the gossip that Georgia been there, they're talking. All of them that went over there, all their church police among themselves that Georgia. They think the paper beat him flat. The paper beat him flat politically. Joseph Bagalo is somebody that can beat Georgia politically. Our president, he looked like somebody that can beat Georgia politically. You think reconciliation that on the lips? It's not on the lips. It's not on the lips. It's not words. It's not in words. It's in deeds. Reconciliation is not mere expression. It must be practical lives. How can you go to a country that you didn't go when you were vice president for 12 years? You serve honor a man who made you minister, who appointed you, and you mismanaged $1 million for the Green Revolution project in 1984. And he asked you and your massacre to go because he wanted to kill you. He tell you, say, just go with your trouble. Who made impact in your life? You didn't visit his hometown. No, you didn't go to Zweju. You didn't go to Grand Judah. 12 years you were vice president. You had that opportunity. You didn't tour with Madame Seliv. You only visited Grand Judah when you needed to politicize, when it was important for you guys to politicize a reburial of a former president. You left Grand Judah. The reconciliation that you're preaching, the children of the man who you went to give reburial and his wife, they are heavily divided. Unity is not among them. Is that what we call reconciliation? The essence of the reburial of Doe was to bring together all the children in one accord. But you visit your first time to visit Grand Judah, the children divided. All that thing they were doing yesterday, all that gathering to Centennial Pavilion, only job we had new in their morning. The paper being flat politically, the paper flocky, the paper get point, the paper score political point, the paper score that political point there. Nothing in that thing is reconciliatory. Nothing there. Nothing in that thing. Because there are people that was massacred at the Lutheran church. Their parents are still alive. Did we give them any honor? Did we remember? Did we remember them? Did we go at the Lutheran church to lay a stone in remembrance of the people of the massacre? I remember there was Senator Johnson, the late Senator Johnson, that went there to lay wreath in remembrance of those that were massacred at the Lutheran church. So you think the people that died in Lutheran church, are they not Liberians? Are they not Liberians? Oh, because they are not friends to you, Joe Braga. Oh, because the Tower family, they in your government. You are bringing out all so-called progressive behavior. You want to like you're educated people. You are the elite, the pioneers children. Oh, so you go, you collect somebody. Then what happened to Charles D.B. King on Bali? Attorney W. Gibson. Edward Beji. I know they are president. I don't know their name. So they are, you see, I appreciate what the government did, but it is not sincerely done. Why it's not done right, it's not done at all. That is not reconciliation. When they went over the social George Weah in their mouth, they went there to gossip about George Weah. You think everybody that went while they were happy, what you were doing? You're showcasing the 13 men that were executed. And the 13 ministers, their families were there. Their families were there. And those 13 men that were executed, what led to their execution? It's not reconciliatory. I just say, don't understand. You're just wasting taxpayer money. Nobody want help already. Small money we're collecting. You want to justify how you're eating the money. That is not a unity. Joseph Baga went to Nimba. What did I see in Nimba? Nimbanians, are they united? Are they united? Joseph Baga denied the godfather of Nimba time. You think the Nimbanians are forgotten? Except those ones who not get hate. But those ones that know themselves, that are including elders in Nimba County, they know that Joe Baga didn't do well for Nimbanians. He didn't do well for Nimba. Because their son, their laborator, as they will call him, they've always been calling him, their Yeduwe. As they've always been calling him, the man who they think in their mind liberated Nimba, protected Nimbanian across the country, asked for time. Under Madam Salif granted him time. Asked for time. Under George Weah granted him time. Asked for time by providing a son from Nimba to be his vice president, and also turning Nimba over and forgetting George Weah that gave him time and thought that Baka was going to give him time. And Baka didn't give Prince Johnson time. That led to his demise. You think is that reconciliation? You think the Nimba people actually have forgotten it? That you allowed their godfather to go to his earlier grave because Prince Johnson should live longer. It is frustration that carried him because there was no time for him. There was no time for him to recalibrate. There was no time for him to rejuvenate. There was no time for him to put together the broken pieces. There was no time. Madam Salid, he had time. Joe Weah, he had time. There was time given to him. You think all the people in Nimba think that you have reconciled Nimba? No. 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 The reconciliation you're doing over there, you say you'll go for Tower, you'll go for Tower Bali, you'll go for and the other president Bali, no, that is not the reconciliation. There can be no reconciliation in my absence. You want to reconcile me and somebody, they are not there. Only the person there, or the person there and are not there. Then you say that reconciliation? That is not reconciliation. Because two of us should be there together. Both of us should realize that what we did to each other was wrong. We should have sober reflection. We must be able to say out, to verse it out, that what I did to John, knowingly or unknowingly, it was just not good. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. And you come up. It should be an expression openly, visibly. It's not something that you call for reconciliation, but we are not there. And the other person there, then you say that reconciliation. How can you reconcile a county separately when there are two counties that have differences and people accuse each other and their sons and daughters died and say, you kill my people, so I got to protect my people, so I kill your people. And you call for a reconciliation and you are doing this separately without the full participation of the other side that was hurt, and you call it reconciliation? There is nothing I see in that thing called reconciliation. Baka is never reconciling Nimba with Genji. No. Baka only dig up old wounds, open Pandora boxes, and make people to still keep hate in their heart. That's what I think. If this thing was meant for reconciliation, you will not hear my papa born naked standing and making no kind of statement. Joseph Baka, when Doe sacked him, he didn't reconcile with Doe. Until Doe died. Joseph Baka, our president, did he reconcile with the late President Doe before Doe died? Was Joseph Baca and the late President Doe, were they in good terms in the 80s? After Doe sacked him, it took a while. Did our President Joseph Baca thought in his mind it was important for me to reconcile with my former boss? Were there any time that they reconciled? That the late President Doe and Joseph Baca, who is the president now, they had the time to sit down together and say, I apologize, forgive me. What happened? It happened. Were there any reconciliation? Can anybody share with me that there was a time in the administration of the late Samuel Doe that he reconciled with Joseph Baca, or Baca reconciled with Doe? Joseph Baca acting like he led former President Doe. He still had that bitterness with the late Doe. There was never nothing called reconciliation between them. They never reconciled until Doe died. So what is he pretending? What is he pretending? What is he pretending? When he know that he's part of even the thing that brought trouble to save him, Munto, Joseph Baca know about it. He was part of it. He's part of the United Party. And Madam Seri that were part of the party too. They too say we provide small thing for support for Taylor them to kind. All that thing you're doing, nobody will forget. They know that you were part of it. The very thing that Baca doing here, he was part of it. That he pretending to Grenjilians that he had love for Doe. And no, you never spoke to Doe after Doe sacked you. After Doe sacked you, Joe Baca, you never spoke to Doe. You never placed a call to Doe. Doe died, you were not speaking to him. Like what are you doing to Joe? You spoke to Samuel Doe. You're who passing around causing another papa said record. Even my papa Meton Blai. Did Baca and Doe ever have exchange of calls from 1984? After those sacking for the mismanagement and misappropriation of the $1 million for the Green Revolution project. Were there any reconciliation meeting between Doe? Because Baca was in the police. I want to know. Nothing called reconciliation existed between these two people. And I see them here won't justify the taxpayer money that is spending and eating among themselves, or in the name of giving people reburial. Nothing in that thing called reconciliation. Because Baca never reconciled with the late Samuel Doe before he died. So he should stop pretending that he truly loved Benjidans. He never reconciled with Doe. He never. That old man kept speech from Doe because Doe sacked him because of a corrupt attitude. He kept speech from Doe. Baca never spoke to the late Samuel Doe until he got killed. He died. Now Baca passing around, take empty casket carried to Grand Gideon and want to fool himself and thinking that he will fool Grand Gideon and will use Meton Blai as a human shield to lie to the people. Baca was here for 12 years. Baca had the opportunity to convince Madam Selift and say, Omar, Baca should have taken up his own initiative, he and his family, because Doe, in one way or the other, was a blessing to the Bacas. So if Baca truly loved the Does, he could have demonstrated that thing to show Madam Selift, Omar, I think we can do something and memorize Doe issue. Why Madam Selift didn't take the initiative, let me bury Doe. Because Madam Selift knew they one brought the trouble that caused Doe to die. You just want to be digging all wounds. Nothing in that thing Baca doing over the called reconciliation. Baca had the opportunity to reconcile with Doe. He didn't. Baca had 12 years to have identified, to show his love to Doe and go to that place and ask somebody where they say they put the former President Bali. Can we build a monument there in remembrance of him? Baca sat down here. He did nothing. Baca never had any interaction with the late Nesse Doe. They were here. They were here. The Does never raised any issue with Madam Selift on benefit for the late Samuel Doe. Nobody. Joseph Baca, he championed no cost for the late Samuel Doe. Let me tell you, yesterday they went over there. You know what they were doing? These people, they sat down over there discussing George Weah. In their groups, in their small, some of the seditionists were there. Jangako were the other people were in the crowd. That were not. The guys were there. They were just gossiping about George Weah. Oh, the Papesco political point over George. Is that what you call political points? What in that thing that Joe Baca scored that you call political point? It has no dividend. Nowhere. Joseph Baca scored political point and the Does are still divided. Joseph Boakai gave Doe reburial, and the children of the late Samuel Kayon Doe, an indigenous president, and the children stay divided. Is that what Doe? Is what Boakai called you unity party? Is what you call reconciliation? How can you reconcile people and the children are not together? In fact, it has gotten from bad to worst. Joseph Boakai made Mami Doe to hate Zopeno. The reconciliation there. The same Zopeno that were praising him. He made Mami Doe to go against Zopeno. He divided the children. Is that reconciliation? And I see you celebrating. The old man, what you're supposed to do in 6 years, that what the papa did in 2 years. What that reburial of Doe have to do with Benjiden? What life, what change, what transformation will it bring to the life of the ordinary Benjidens? What transformation will it bring to the life of the ordinary people? When you took the man, you didn't carry the man to his own town to bury him. You carry his wedding because you were under the influence of the daughter who was very disrespectful and don't respect the people. You politicize the reburial of the man, and you're talking about reconciliation. And I see some of your posting the Papa score political point over Georgia. He scored political day by day, not political points. How can you score over somebody who you using their bodies to score over somebody who is living? The dead is no more, remember? I see them, they pack up over there, they gossiping in the crowd about George Weah. George Weah is more than all of you that gather. You will find that you will say all kinds of things about George Weah. You will not still make the progress. Some of us, we lost our father. My father was taken away. I didn't see him as of this age. I don't know where my father was taken. I don't know how they killed him. You Baka, you ever thought about how you can honor those who lost their parents in the war? They kill children. They massacre people. The Tupper Road massacre. The Lutheran Church massacre, Joe Parker, and you sit here and you acting like you achieved something. When the ordinary people are hungry and dying day by day, you want to distract them, all in the name of you are showing love to the dead. How can you love the dead and you hate the living? How can you love the dead? What is in the dead as compared to the living? And I see you United Party people dancing around. The Papa do it to George. We are do it to George. We are where? Do it to George, we are where? What the reburial of Doe have to do with the livelihood of Benjidens? What the reburial of Doe, what impact is it going to bring to the people of Benjiden? When the children of the late Doe, they are divided. Joe Parker divided them. And I see you people celebrating. I appreciate this, but they have politicized it. Because they politicize it, it makes no sense to me anymore. You go for the third boss. You go for who killed the 13 man? Who killed the 13 man? Who killed the 13 man? You think in the heart of the family that were in the church, you know they put it on Doe, they said that Doe killed him. The very Doe he talked to Nima to Benji and said he's going to get reburial. And he put division in the family. That thing what they were doing yesterday, and they said the marching with each of our officials, those fathers, those our servants, our country that was killed. Who killed them? Before you do this kind of thing, you must be concerned. Don't do it because you won't get political point. Nothing in that thing called political point. You think you made it all up over there? So the family that went there yesterday, they know that Asano don't kill our people. In their mind, they say that don't kill them. But you say you reconcile the people. You brought the Doe family, you brought the Trouble family to make statement. When the bulk of the children are disorganized, they are not united. What kind of nonsense I see? What kind of pretend? Is that your reconciliation? Is that reconciliation? That is not reconciliation, no. You just want to justify the stealing you're doing, eating the country money. Nothing happening. They set it dirty, they set it stinks. You don't care about it. US rate gone high. It gone to 200 some more dollar now. You're not thinking about it. You guys are not worried about it anymore. And then you are there talking, say the Papesco political point over Georgia. Which one you call political point? What do you mean that thing that Joe Bagasco political point? What is in that thing that Joe Baga called political points? You just came to dig all wounds. You know how many children died? People died in Lofa. You know massacre that took place in Lofa, in Grand Cape, and other parts of our country. So the other people, children who died, our family who died, they're not important here. You go for though you even you carry empty casket to Grand Judah to bury it because you want political. Now, how can you go reconcile and the children are not together? How can you go reconcile and the children are divided? You favor one side and you don't favor the other side. You put the daughter against a man who was sharing, Zoopena who was singing praises to you, and say you go to the southeast, the road is perfect, but it's sweet for him. The road good, the road looking good on Joe Baka. And that Joe Baka post saying in Zoopena you make Mami Do go against Zoopena and call Zoopena criminal and call him killer and gave Zoopena all kinds of names. You Joe Baka. You divided the children. You divided their uncles and their aunties. You divided them. And you say you're preaching reconciliation? You brought so much hate among the Doe family. You made the children, those children, 32 children, according to what I heard, they say the 32. But Donald Jogo, all the children supposed to come together. Joe Baka. Your age requires wisdom. Your age not require mere thinking. It is that wisdom that is lacking, Papi. That's what you go do. You passing around, collecting, put day by day, and say you reconcile. Nobody you reconcile. Nobody. You think we know we're not 13 people that died? There were people that were killed that are also equal to that. Everybody should be treated equally. Everybody. Everybody should be treated equally. You want to prove something to who? To the international community? You think the international community is interested in what you're doing? When you downplay the establishment of the War and Economic Crime Court, you think the international community get interested in that thing? When you refuse to enforce the War Crime Code because you think the major actor, Senator Johnson, is dead, and you got no interest because he was your major target? Joe Baka, are you thinking, Mr. President? You think the international community will dignify that thing you're doing over there? When you refuse to establish the War Crimes Code, you got an office and they can't even take it. You got to put right in Mama Point. And if they play that looking bafra, nothing happening, and you won't impress the international community, do you know there are many actors of our civil war that stay here? People who perpetuated mayhem against our people, they stay in the country. And you think you will impress the international community by going to collect people? They not even resemble. There is no DNA, and you say you're reburying them. No, President Bwaka, we want you to understand that you can't fool everybody. What you're doing over there is not impacting the ordinary people. That should not be a priority. You're just wasting the taxpayer money in the name of then you collect 130,000 and give it to one family. You're wasting money. You're wasting money. You just wasting money all around the place. That's why that Zogo girl look at you say she will burn your house. And I saw a police. I don't know why you're journalists and you're the guy that are doing the online TV. You can be afraid of the police. If you're not brave, they don't put your ear there. Show the camera on the police that you want to show it. The guy told you, say, I will burn Joseph Baka house. I will burn it when you turn to me. And the police guy won't argue with the guy. You already guess that? I know my watching my colleague is I don't know what's happening to this stuff today. You ever stop what you're doing? You're talking about reconciliation. Where's the game? This thing they get say, is this something you think the children joking? They're poor frustrated that you're talking about reburying people. Let's again.
You had a point, President House?
You hearing again? You can't do nothing to me. We will die here together. Why would this guy be brave and telling a police officer who will die to get up? And some of you say, oh, she not over. But you draw we are town, they were insulting, were threatening Georgia. These are the issues that Bwaka incident showing the police officer. Now, let me take it back again. Take it back.
You had a point, President House? So you are officer there? Technical officer? So you say you point?
Where you may we come here?
Me.
Where you may we?
When you help me out,
Help you with what?
So why you think she would just be brave and say, if Bwaka can't help me, I will bring a horse? I didn't know the children that they said Jowia their pack, he gave in them kush, he gave in them drugs. That one of them, a female, going there yesterday and telling the police officer, Joe, can I help me? He help me, I will bring a horse. And the police guy won't respond, and she tell you you play with dire together. So where the braveness is coming from? I said to you, a hungry man is an angry man, and an angry man is a desperate person. When you are angry, you get desperate. So you see, the young people are no more afraid to talk. They're no more afraid to talk. And somebody think the police should have apprehended her and had her incarcerated? Absolutely not. It is all right. There were people that stood up and said similar thing to George Weah, that they would drag him, they would kill him, they would disgrace his family. No police, right in from the police, nobody beat them. Look at this one standing and threatening the guys who will die together. You think Liberian appreciate what Bwaka did yesterday and been doing all through? He's wasting taxpayer money. It is important to give honor, to remember the dead, but let it be done inclusively. It should not be, you should not be selective. When Madam Salif saw that George Weah was a peace ambassador, and George Weah was an access to the maintenance of peace in our country, and she knew that George Weah had a marching order voice, she said, let me make him the peace ambassador. With this, he's able to maintain the ground for me. And Madam Salif used that wisdom and made George Weah peace ambassador. When George Weah became peace ambassador, he didn't see the title as a mere title. He saw it as an opportunity to lay the basic for his presidency. He saw it as a trump card to prepare the way for himself. So George Weah used the given opportunity by Madam Salif to call for a reconciliatory meeting between Grand Jida and Nimba, between Nimbania and Grenjirians. He called a meeting. He called a reconciliatory meeting. He didn't go to Nimba and just take people. He called them together and said, this is our country. Peace is the order of the day. Let's reconcile. Let's reconcile. Let's reconcile. You don't think if we are doing the reburial of those, we should be having more people from Nimba? Because the way you guys are doing it, it made people from Nimba vex. The way you guys are doing it, it made people from Grand Jida too vex. That is not reconciliation, Joe. You score no political point. Nobody should fool you, papi. You score no political point. Because if you want to reconcile, you bring the both parties together. Whatever ceremony you want to do it in the presence of both of them. When you went to bury Prince Johnson in Nimba, how many people came from Grand Jida? How many people we see from Grand Jida that trooped into Nimba to show their solidarity for the reburial of Prince Johnson? Even though they were hurt, Prince Johnson came, their son, Prince Johnson did something to them, but they was hurt. But they came there in the name of reconciliation. How many people you took from Grand Jida? How many people did you engage, Zopeno and legislator from Nimba, from Grand Jida, the Grand Jida caucus, to say you're bringing up people from Grand Jida so that you use the Prince Johnson bearer to reconcile the people? No. And this is a cross section for Grand Judah. That is not reconciliation. When you are going to bury though, you say you're going to reburial. You don't think the people from Nimba are supposed to be there? Though also hurt people from Nimba. Nimba people also hurt people from Grand Judah. So it's on both sides. So when you want to reconcile this kind of thing, you call your applicant to up. Grand Judah, Prince Johnson bearer, okay, you're invited to the funeral. We use that time to preach reconciliation. After which we call for a reconciliatory meeting. Let the people from Grand Judah come to Nimba. Let do some tradition. Let dance together. Let eat together. Let laugh together. Let put it behind us and say it has happened. People died from Nimba. People died from Grand Judah. People were killed by Nibania. People were killed by Grand Judah. Let Bagon be Bagon. We are one family. We have intermarriages. That is reconciliation. Then the way Prince and Doda, and you want to do better, let's say Doda, you call the people from Grand Judah and from Nimba, let them come to Grand Judah. That is reconciliation. You want scope for nothing, empty cartoon, and you say your scope great. Nothing I see in the rebearer as reconciliation. Nothing. You think the family yesterday that was to the Centennial Pavilion that were coming in one with the picture of each of the ministers. You think they were not thinking say that don't care about people, that don't care my pa, that don't care my uncle. They had that mindset, that preconceived mindset, that don't care my people, that don't care my me, that don't. You think these people were not look at Joe Baca and these people. They don't even think. They get educated with a big head on their shoulder. Nothing they know about Liberia. The family you brought over there yesterday that you were showcasing, you think it was important to invite those families to Grand Judah? You think it was important to carry those families to Grand Judah? If you truly wanted to reconcile, you think the opponents get the mindset that those people okay? Anyway, they see those children, you think they will really reconcile with them? No, you already divided the those children, the Doe family. So when those Tower family people, those 13 men that they came, when they see the Doe children, they will keep hate in their heart. Because nothing called reconciliation was done by the Unity Party. Nothing. How many people from Grand Judah, from Nimba spoke yesterday and said reconciliation back on? You took the pulpit, you just say all kinds of funny things. Is that reconciliation? Then you go to the play now, put that job in your carry. Gossiping about a man who you're thinking you want Georgia to go there. You think that Georgia are not forced to go where you go because you're not doing it from the bottom of your heart. You're doing it from your lips. George Weah is not forced. How can George Weah go in the midst of enemies, even though you're not doing nothing? Because he believes in the scripture. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Because you are with me. When the people cannot afford, they can't even eat. No medication to the hospitals. We're thinking how children will go to school. And then you come in and talking, and the Papesco political point over Joe. The Papesco political point, the Papesco political goal. Which goal Joe Baca school? Joe Baca school political points when the citizens are refugees in their own country? When people's homes are being demolished by Joe Baca? When families cannot even afford to put food on the table? When there are no drugs at no hospital to treat our old folks and the younger ones? And you say Joe Baca score political points? The small money we're collecting here, Joe Baca just wasting it around in the name of rebearer. He go to the family, get 130,000. He can't get 200,000. When the ordinary people cannot afford. What is it that thing that will bring dividend to our country? Nothing called reconciliation. Nothing. It will not bring nothing to Liberia. It will not cause the international community to support Joe Baca because they know that Joe Baca is a pretender. He preaches reconciliation and refused to support the war crown court. Joe Baca will be called. A prince have not died. Joe Baca will be asking the people where you can quick so we can do it. But prince doesn't die now. He won't open your mouth. These are evil genius. Too much hypocrisy. A deep pretense in your heart that they truly love. Joe Baka don't love Grenadians. He don't love Nibanian. So he made the people of Nima to believe that their Prince Johnson was his target. That Prince Johnson they wanted. That is why they were stretching the war crime code. Who were bringing, fooling the American, fooling themselves, and fooling the American and the British, who will bring war crime code because they wanted Prince Johnson. That is why he didn't give Prince Johnson time. He said, if this man will be the problem, I will sacrifice him so that I can get something from my government. Prince Johnson died in a war crime code. But Prince Johnson, the only man that killed people. He was the only man that massacred people. There are many warlords in the country that killed. Heinous crime against humanity. They are here. They are all around the street on a daily basis. But he go after only Prince Johnson. You think the people in Nimba don't know that you were rushing for war crime code because you wanted their father, you wanted their liberator, you wanted the man who they believe is the godfather of the land? Nothing in this thing called reconciliation. Nobody fool you. Joe Baka never reconciled anybody. Joe Baka, they didn't reconcile with Doe until Doe died. So how can he reconcile with Doe dead body? He didn't reconcile with Doe. Which man Papel Blind knows about? They don't reconcile. They Baka reconcile with Samuel Doe. After Doe sacked him, he reconciled with Doe. Never did Baka place a call to the late president Doe when he was alive. The man died now. He won't pass around. He even established. He want to pretend to you Benjinians, that he truly love you. Baka don't love you. If Baka love you, Baka will not divide your children. The man who you love, the man who came and said who will make the country for everybody, you will not divide the children of that man. I see my papa Evangelist Blai talking about the thing. I know how to tell Baka thank you. How will you thank Baka? Meton? How do you thank Baka? Baka divided the children. You Meton Blai, you know. You my papa, you know that he divided the children. And then you sit there, you stand there, you stood there, and you all blow pompous, and you boxterious. You acting like you are the giant that Baka has emancipated the people of Grand Grenada. Zero. Baka has created more hate amongst Grenadians than ever bringing good. Mamin don't go and get a job. Maybe they will send out to one of the embassy to be one of the consulate to be there. Baka only want to destroy the people of Grand Grenada, and that will never happen. Zopeno and the other children waiting to Tuzon to Do. You think if Do was late, you think if Do had died and not the war, you think they're not going to bury Do in Tuzon, in his hometown? When people die, where they carry them, and in their hometown, most often, you go to Nigeria, Ghana, when the person died, they carry their body to their hometown, in their village, there where they bury them. But because Baka wanted to divide the children of Do and to divide Nigerians, because he know that he didn't visit the people in his 12 years as vice president. Not one day Baka said, Madam Salif, Oma, let me go where you say you went Nigerian. That today Baka pretending that he loved Nigerians, that he loved the people. No. Baka didn't speak to Do until Do got killed. After Do sacked Baka because of the criminal behavior, he cut off speech from Do. You think that General Baka started speaking to people? Baka cut off speech. Baka took that money. Baka hired his own cocoa. You know that Baka hired his own cocoa warehouse? Eh? Do you know that Joe Baka was doing business on himself? He hired his own cocoa area. You will ask me, but we had a lie. Because you're not following. Those who know that Joe Baka hired his own cocoa area, right opposite Sweetie Relief. Opposite Sweetie Relief. They play what they call Sweetie Relief. When you park a Clanton store, you go in front. They all really opposite. Those warehouses that you see on the side there, they were all operated by Baka. That way you are keeping your cocoa. Baka sacking. Why he apologize to Do sacking? Why he apologized to Do? He cut off speech from Do until Do was killed. He never visited Grand Grenada when he was 12 years vice president. Never. The tour that Madam Salif made to Grand Grenada, Baka didn't go. When Baka know the worth of the late Samuel Do, that I see my old man Blai and other trying to prove something in Nigeria because you want to justify his appointment. Baka will not appoint you. Baka will not appoint you, my brother. Baka will use you. He will keep you in that militant position. He will make you to be a general who will be there to kill people. When you have already graduated from that stage and your life has transformed and you are an evangelist, Baka will make you to say things stupid and make you to believe that you are a killer and you deserve to be carrying a title as a killer. That's why he allows you to put on the back of your jacket, rescue soldier. He limits you. Later, when you are not limited, he limits you. That's why how critical I will be on you, but I know why you carry in terms of the word, how charismatic you are. But you allow Baka to use. Baka think your only level, your limitation is that you carry a soldier title. When you are a God's delegate authority, Baka limits that title and gave you a soldier title. Now you go to Benjamin, you stay in prison, Baka and Baka. When Baka have already divided, the children, the doors are not together, and you praising Baka. Is Baka a reconciler? Can a reconciler forget everybody, forgo everybody, and focus certain people? After this open, we're praising Baka. The man they wrote that Baka po Mami do against it because Baka want Mami to contest 2029 as senator of Nigeria. So Baka po Mami do against him. Baka made Mami do to denigrate Zopeno, to insult him, to tell him that he took all their father's property. He the one kill their man because he strangled her. You heard all the revelations that came from Mamido's mouth against Zopeno? All because Baka gave her some offers and Baka told her, denigrate that man. It will give you the political space in Nigeria 2029. What is reconciliatory in that thing, Liberians? I saw them yesterday, they will call one person. They say they will kind of call another person, Minister of J, then people crying. I say, look, look, what Baka is doing, no Liberian should fool, nobody must fool you. They very well people know that things are hard, things are tough in Liberia. Our people are suffering. If a Zogo can go to the place and tell Baka, say, she will burn Baka horse. If Baka don't do well, she will burn his horse down to the ground. And policemen vest. And the guys say when you try a two or we kill each other. Most of the children you see, they are ex-fighters, they are ex-commando, they are high tolerate operators. You don't see them looking at that, you just overlook them. Some of these children, they control the 160, the 140, the 40 barrel, the M203, the M60, the launcher, the grenade launcher, the RPG. They know how to launch it. The mortar, they know how to handle them. They can disassemble and assemble weapons. So you don't underestimate these children that walk there and look there and say, if we're gonna do it with our blind horse, and you are underestimated and you say you attack, they get said to you, if you try a two or with that, that girl might be tactical than you, the ordinary police officer. She can disgrace you. You think most of them picking LC passing around now? No, they are ex-fighters. They are trained commandos from Burkina Faso. They were trained, some of them trained in Libya. Under the Leprin Johnson, under Taylor. So under Ulimo, so you can't see them when they are talking and you are underestimating them. If Zogos are threatening Joe Baka, it means that the center can no longer hold. A hungry man is an angry man, and those who are got hungry and angry are desperately ready for Joe Baka. You think that good son for a girl you call? Look at the girl, I know you're working with son. Look at the girl, look at her condition. Joe Baka who said he came to free these children. See them with so all on their foot. They are dying. The rainy season. I've been told that 9 died around my whole area in looking down. 9 died as a result of drugs. They very made them blind men got back with Joe Baka. That they lied to them. They didn't come to, they used the issue of drugs to fool the Liberian people. They only after cars. You think our people don't know? You think things are okay that you supporting Baka? The money that Baka is supposed to take to buy drugs, he's taking the money to give it to one family. and divide that family. Or in the name that he's scoring political points, he's reconciling the people. Nothing in that is reconciliatory. I pity you, educated people. I pity you. I pity you. And you go sit and you gossiping about Joel Weir. You want Joel Weir to go there? Evil genius like you people. Devils in sheep clothing. You want Joel Weir to go there? To do what among you people? You think George Weir is a pretender? You think George Weir is a hypocrite? You think George Weir show his white teeth and he carries dirty hat to go among you people? You devils, to go sit with you? You can't, how do I go? Look, if George Weir know when you go there, you can't do nothing. Yet, dog, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil because God is with me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy because my hand is anointed. So, George Weir is not afraid of you, but you see, George Weir is not an ingrate. George Weir is not an ingrate. It is only an ingrate will do that thing. George Weir will not do it. George Weir will not do it. There is nothing in any of the reburial that Joe Baka scored political points. I pity some of you, the clergy. I saw my papa, Bishop Kotu, saying that Joe Baka did well. He still need to do this one. A blatant. I pity them. I pity them. I pity them. When I hear pastors talking the kind of thing, I pity you. Oh. You can even be my pastor. You talking nonsense. I will tell you, I pity you. I pity some of you. That is why you are slave to Baka. You can't say the truth. You're not able to look in the eye of people to tell them, no, this is wrong. Let me hear any of you pastor open your mouth and can't talk, say, look, I will shut it up. No New York will be carrying God because you allow these people to play on you. Let me ask some of you that reconciliation there. You know how many people from your church were killed? The family that don't know their graves. Do you know how many people from your denomination that were slaughtered, that were massacred, that no grave for them? And you, pastor, you say you celebrating Joe Baka. Yeah, the man done well because you feel you are a partner church, you part of the elite, the so-called progressive. You think you are made mark? You know how many people from your church who family died, they don't know where they buried them, where they killed them. They were massacred in villages around here. They were massacred in clans and townships and chiefdoms and boroughs. Eh? And you feel happy because you put small money in your pocket and you call it reconciliation. What is reconciliation? What is that in that thing that is reconciliatory? What is in that thing? When the ordinary people they die, they slaughter. You think the Lutheran massacre was a small massacre? When last Joe Baka went over there? Prince Johnson, the late Prince Johnson went there to pay tribute to the Lutheran church. When last Joe Baka went there to pay tribute? The Tupper Road massacre, Joe Baka went there. That Tupper Road, you see over there to the graveyard, there is a mass grave there. Did Joe Baka went there to memorialize that area? Look, I pity you people that are around Joe Baka and think that you will use Joe Baka as a shield. You sucking every good things of our resources using Joe Baka. And you feel the papa is clapping, oh, praise. Joe Baka, you done nothing. That thing what you doing over there, that's zero. It got no impact on the old man who hosts your breakdown. It got no impact on the people of Battery Factory. That you call one person from America to take their land. It got no impact on the people that were living behind JFK and you demolished their homes and made them homeless. It got no impact. It got no impact, positive impact on the people that were living around the waterway. You break all their houses. You destroy it. You join, you say you come and face the road. You add all we are then. You come and face the road. That road project now, it will not reap 0.4. We hearing that you come and start to bomb bridge. Then why you break poor houses? Why you break poor businesses down? Why you break poor places down? Because you allow people to use you. You allow people to school you. Reconciliation is not play. It's not play. It's not play. It's not play. President Baka, don't let the guys fool you. There is no point. You score no political points. You score 0. When it comes to reconciliation, nothing I see that is reconciliatory. Nothing. Nothing. The Granginas are not happy. The Banners are not happy. And yes, your parent. And Simon Doyle or trying to say that he killed the 13 men. So what's the reconciliatory over there? The Granginas are over there. Somebody now said that you didn't know say that Doyle of talk or you're gossiping in your heart, say they won't care to the back. What's in there? Nothing reconciliatory. All the family members that came over there, they know that okay, that people they already got their mindset. You back up put it in there. You the one. Who in Grangida united? In Nimba, show the unity. You told Prince Johnson, the late Prince Johnson wife, you carry her to pour on MPA bowl. What will you do? You had a college over there in Rome. All the professors went back. All the legacy of Senator Johnson going down flat to the ground. There is no legacy. There is nothing to remember him about. You deny him time, he died before his time. Senator Johnson was never meant to die at that age. No. But because you denied him time, you news him, you school him, you dash him, he got to die before his time. So I don't want you guys to talk about reconciliation. I love the mindset, but the intent of what they are doing is not for the good and betterment of the Liberian people. It's for their own self-aggrandizement. Joe Baka doing it to score political points, and you fail to realize there is nothing in that thing that gave him any score. Granginas are not happy. Nibanians are not happy because there is nothing reconciliatory. In reconciliation, you bring up face to face. If just sit with if it's accuser or the person who is accused to say to them, say, "My man, you hurt me. Yeah, they got this. Whatever you did to me, I want to say openly, I have forgiven Tamba, and I want Tamba to also forgive me if I hurt him." Eh? What did Bob Naked say? What did my papi make him lie? He's my papi. Let me just let every one of you to know he's my man. Yeah, he's my man. He's my man. We just stopped talking for a while, but he's my papi. Why did Meton Blai went to the TRC? Why did Meton Blai admitted that he killed people? He was under certain influence that cannot exempt him from not going to jail or from, it can't exempt him from execution or sentence. But he admitted that he killed people. I saw one of the videos that Meton Blai came to the guest and said, "Forgive me. Sorry. I killed your brother. Sorry." He engaged the victim. He went to the family, the girl of the girl brother, the girl who brother he killed. He went to the girl and said, "Sorry, I killed your brother." And Meton Blai went there. Then he apologized in the absence of the girl. He went there. It was a face-to-face interaction. Then now, Meton, if you will do all the kind of thing and tell the people, say all the things I did to you are wrong. You all carry me to court. If I found guilty from the Walker Code, I will go to jail and bear the consequences. You admitted to it. Why you didn't tell Joe Baka to follow similar procedure? Blai, you admitted to it. Why you didn't tell Joe Baka to do the same? Joe Baka went to Grangida. Now, in your real mind, because I saw you talking, say, I don't know how to tell Joe Baka thank you. That hypocritical that hypocrisy behavior there. Yeah. Hypocrisy. That's how I see you, my papi. That's how I see it. Meton, that's how I see it. Ivan, that's how I see you. Because you stand there, you say, "I know how to tell Joe Baka thank you." You were here for 6 years. They didn't do it in less than 2 years. Then you have the proclivity and the audacity to mention George Weah in that thing. And say George Weah there for 6 years, he didn't do it. Baka came just less than 2 years. What did Baka carry to Grangida that you think he did over there that reconciled the people of Grangida? Meton, you know that Joseph Baka divide the children. You, Meton Blai, can they do it to you? But you appreciating Baka for dividing those children, the dogs. You celebrating him for putting division. But Salani and taking Mami Do to be very rude on the other family and think that she is the demigod. And she insulted Joe Penno, denigrated the man. And listen to Joe Baka. Samuel Doe, who you're supposed to carry the empty casket to a town in Tucson, Why are supposed to bury the man? Because Joe Baka influence, he play on Mamindo, he told us, power that play. Mamindo gave instruction. Let's go to Zweju. And left Zopeno. And left the other children there in the cold. In the cold. And you talk about reconciliation. And Bly, you wake up and mention George Weah name. You think George Weah is a pretender? You think George Weah is a hypocrite? No, George Weah don't pretend. Reconciliation don't start that way. No, reconciliation is not the way. Why you don't do it 6 years? That Papa can do it in 2 years. What do you think that it will put food on the table of the Grenadians? Eh? That it will pave the road? Family in Grenadians love their children to die. Joe Baka remember them? And he go Grenadians and divide the children. He refused that the people do that normal tradition. And then somebody wake up, whoa. What's wrong with you? The poor got to stand one lady. I know that American lady. She's speaking heaven. She reads. If we're going to pass this way, it will not happen to us and have life the children. The woman who's speaking, she said, we're supposed to do our tradition. They bally one papa say, I prepare to die. If they bally they can't go anywhere. Grenadians, they must protest because Joe Baka want to take glory and he disrespect the tradition of the people of Grenada and divide the doors. And somebody think that why he doing over there? Yeah, the papa said record at least. So the poor children, the family would die in Lutheran church. Then important. You better go sleep. Funny kind of people. Now open the telephone lines and take your calls. Oh no, you're turning 4 more minutes here. Can't make fun out of the labyrinth. People can say, the papa said record, the papa school go where? Where Baka school go eh? Where Baka school go? Where Baka school go eh? I love the initiative, but it's not honestly done. I love the idea, but it's not honestly done. Then you want to go there yesterday, they gossiping about Georgia. They say down said they are funny, say educated people. They say down there, well, where they were in the 2-week party, the damage they come to, they store all the money, they take their family bathing, they use government money, build places, and they rent it to the government, and they enrich themselves, send all the money to America and pay their mortgages and buy houses. Then they can't say that over there and can't yeah, we are the pioneer student, we are the so-called progressive, you call yourself, and you call yourself what made you pioneer student? What made you the progressive? They pack up over there and they acting that they are big boss. What George Weah coming from, and they want to take the country. You and George Weah are peers. You think George Weah going to sit a man? Don't go sit down. Can't Allah, you truly love the country. You're dividing the country more than ever before. More than ever before. That's why the children just stealing. They want to know. They're just stealing all the money, emptying the place, and that's why nobody will get your government money. That World Bank will be taking small money from World Bank, IMF, then they will not get us zero. Nobody will come invest in this country. Because where they coming to invest for? Why they coming to bring investment when they see the way you're behaving here? Eh? Then you want to fool the people, there's something good happening in the country. People are hungry. I thought about that time, you're finished arresting the other people for the 16 billion that we were using to lie all around the place. Let me open the telephone line. Look, Liberians, I love the idea. But what they did is not meant to reconcile this country. Joe Baka did that thing to just show how divisive he is, how tribalistic he is. That's all. To divide Grenada and divide Nimba ever before, more than ever before. Grenada know that George Weah love them. Nimba know that George Weah love them. George Weah carry more development to Grenada than Grenku. To Nimba more than Grenada and Grenku. So they had that job we are there for the people. A good. Listen to the funny kind of people. Let's take their calls on 077 223 9933. But let me take somebody. Let me just take the straight calls from the US. Straightly from the US. Then let me talk to. I will come to Liberia. But let me talk to Musa. Good morning.
Israel. Good morning, Israel.
Hello.
Israel, first of all, I want to say thank you.
What happened to my line?
Follow.
Hello?
As I follow. Yeah, hello? Israel? Are you getting me? Israel, am I there?
Okay, but I think it's low from where is low? Where the
Hello, Israel?
hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Hello now? Yes, I'm getting you.
Yeah, but I know where I'm getting it low from the mix up here.
I'm getting you, Israel.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, you see, Israel, I don't know what is or what the government is doing around there according to reconciliation. How the reconciliation start? When does reconciliation start? Who is start with? That's why we're supposed to be understanding. Reburial is not reconciliation.
Okay.
It's not reconciliatory. No. Look, we're not stupid people. If you want to reconcile people, the first phase of reconciliation is the living.
Yeah.
How do you bring the living together and let us speak to each other, speak their mind? And then after it, they used to go, you know why? Let's symbolize this thing. Since it did, we have all agreed that we were wrong from the beginning, and now let's make it right and symbolize it by what? Giving honor to these people.
Yes.
Then you still have reconciliation. I don't know how Joe Buckeye on a reconciliatory definition is, what it is, and his officers. Okay? You do reconciliation with gossip. Reconciliation is not about gossiping. Reconciliation is not about scoring points. Reconciliation is not about political gain. Reconciliation is about genuine, because our country is divided. Our country is divided, but we are. And that's why I'm so sorry. You know, you call Nathan Blahi. You know, people saw Nathan Blahi step after the war, coming out to confess those things that he did. Looking at it to be a point that he could stand on. But today, just as you said, Nathan Blahi had been reduced. Waka had kept him on stage. That, hey, Nathan Blahi, take some boys, put them behind you. Be here like how you were before. And I saw Nathan Blahi sitting on a Facebook page. And they put me a thing, in the room, while will come outside. Nathan Blahi, you are not telling us that you have not forgotten that your those statements you made about killing people, you still remember and you can still demonstrate it. And you have now started, in fact, you demonstrating it now for Joe Buckeye. Who were you pushed to again, Nathan? Who were you? The kind of respect that people are having for you, it dies. Because now Nathan is keeping a group of boys and put their black t-shirts and put it on them. And put there, rescue soldier. You are now a soldier of a murderer. You have reduced our respect for you, Nathan. This is the government that bought pick up. Look at your friends. The people that fought, look at them. Even though they didn't come in the public to say it, but look at them. Look at the life they're living. Quiet life. You don't even know that they're living that they fought war. You don't know. Look at Mary Peter Bottom from Nimakate. He's there. He's there. Do you hear him speak the way Nathan is speaking? But because Nathan has agreed for you to hold, for somebody to hold him at a certain level, that you're not supposed to be at a certain level. But look, let me tell you something, Bo. We are saying, let me close on this. You know the reason why the people that went to that reburial of one of the best presidents that I've ever loved in my life, you know the reason why they went there? It is because some of the guys are angry. When we came to power, he decided to build ministries. He decided to build agencies and take those buildings that they were paying 100,000, 150,000 a year to them, that they were sitting here in America and paying their bills and doing no work. Now, because of what we are doing, it has made them to go back in the future to work.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Like you just said, but mommy do. You just said, but mommy do. Look, you divided people, you divided children. The first line of reconciliation among the children, you should call, hey, Joe Boga, you should call all the children, what are outside children, what are inside children, call them to your house, set them down, make sure you bring peace. You got Zopeno working with you. You should call Zopeno, call Mommy. But you heard the denigrating remarks that Mommy made against Zopeno, accusing him of killing the mother, accusing him of stealing their properties. Instead of calling them to reconcile first before you go to reburial, then you say that reconciliation. Hey, what are you doing? You think when you go bury, do what it shows for reconciliation? Look, people did not listen to the senator from Grand Gina when he went to do to print justice. If you are listening to those statements he made statement, he demanded reconciliation. But Joe Boga is now a smart person. Joe Boga is politically hungry for this thing. So he think he wants to score points. You know, it's so saddening that our country is going the way it is going. Because reconciliation, look, reconciliation does not start by reburial. Reconciliation starts by reconciling the living, the people. Bring the so-called American Liberian children. Bring the people from Nema County, bring the people from Grand Gide, set it down and make sure that there's unity among them. They say, look, let's give it an honor. By what? Doing reburial. Why you didn't reburial Queen Park?
Yeah.
Why you didn't rebury Zamito? Why you didn't rebury him? Why you didn't rebury him?
And what happened to the Lutheran Church massacre? Those that died there.
What happened? Yeah. Why you didn't go to the retreat church to pay
a monument?
Why you didn't go to Duporo? Why? Why you didn't go there? If the reconciliation is on the lips, these are the questions I would be asking. They're not because of show. Now, okay, after what you did yesterday, oneness. Are people reconciled now? Because you rebury, you went a memorial October. People have now are these people now right now, are they reconciled? No. There's no reconciliation. It's just a showcase.
Okay.
Now you just make a history that you rebury. And that's it. The next thing is a history. First, is to show your face. I have done it. It's done. You want to talk to your friend that he basically because Broker is hit. Look at me. Simple example. You say reconciliation. You see we are and see Broker living in the same community. But Broker can't speak to we are. Hey man.
There is Auntie, you are not even speaking to Do. After Dosaki, you are not speaking to Dosa.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so kindly, Musa. But I'll take one more there, then I'll come to you in Liberia. I'm coming. Let me take one. Let me talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Isha. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Isha, I just want to see this on your platform, and thank you for allowing me on your platform to make one or two statements. You see, the Papi Joseph Boaka, he did not come to reconcile the country, right? The Papi is a very big looter, right? When he sat on the OK FM, he said that people in the Eden government just came to erase themselves, and they never came to build nothing or do anything but to erase themselves. Afterward, he did not capture those people to put them in jail. He running after another people that came after those people. Those are the first people I think Joseph Boaka should be able to collect and put into prisons, and then get our money for them, our properties, those things that they stole, went to America, so we'll be able to sell them and then, recover those first assets before you start going for people like Tuer McGill, all the other people like Mary Bro and all the other people before you start going after them. But that Baba is a big looter. He just came to loot that country and not to reconcile. When it comes to like Nathan Bly, let me just tell you today, if you listen to this station, right? The radio that read that on this new Wisa song, you came with a clean hand after the war, you said you were a pastor. I think that legitimacy we gave, or that kind of credit we've been giving you around here, that somebody reconcile with God. You're supposed to go around preaching to the people in the ghetto, talking, instead of shut them off and close them off for all of politics. In Liberia, was a serious country, you're supposed to stand and be threatening people. You're not supposed to stand and threaten people, make them blind or born naked. You're not supposed to stand to threaten people. Because Liberia is a serious country. Like people are saying on here, the people you kill, why don't we go rebury those people? Why don't you go to the family and reconcile with them? Why don't you go and rebury all the other people that were being killed? 250,000 plus people in those villages. Go to the sample place. You say when you distinct yourself when a Grand Judea people, you say you're a sample man. Have you go to Sanos and go to the sample land? Do you have see villages have been canceled? You see only coconut trees and orange trees. I passed there, I saw it. Orange trees, you know that village where nobody there no more or metal blind. So how do you reconcile that to yourself? Don't you get the guts to go in the village and preach to the people to bring them to Christ who can reconcile the country? Rather than coming threatening somebody's life and threatening if you and 10 or you can call about go into a house, your working service. Who are you? Liberia is not a serious country. That's what we're talking about. We're behind bar right now. Then nobody's supposed to get you even a governmental position or even public position in our country. You're supposed to be around in here, coming from jail, going there, and telling the people what are good, and speaking to the disadvantaged, usual people that get guns, the people that were affected by the war that taking drugs today with no parents. Why don't you wake up and go there and reconcile with them and then try to rehabilitate these people? You're supposed to open an organization, to open an organization so you can rehabilitate these people. You got people in your back, you're chilling all the work black, you think somebody afraid of you, nobody afraid of you.
Okay.
You're not nothing, nobody afraid of you. You start threatening all those things because you against George. I remember you make a statement during George time, and nobody can touch George. We are really like people watching. We know that the only one our men among the black people, with other men in Liberia, we know you can do nothing for Liberia, you can develop Liberia. Look at the says here. Look at the massive development he carry on. Why are you against the gentleman? Everything you talk about, anybody supporting the person you won't fight. Now you won't fight Yeke Kolba because he support Josh Weah. That's why you're going against Yeke Kolba at all. If they not support Josh Weah right now, you're not going to go against him. For what reason? You're not seeing the one man among all the blind people. You're uneducated, uncivilized people calling yourself educated, but you can compare yourself with him. Joey haven't do nothing for me, but I've seen it. You know what Joey did right now? You look at my daughter go on the playground. Every time Daddy, I want to be on the playground, she go in there. If Joey had never created places, where she will go to go play, all the money you pass in those places, all the places you pass around, kill people all around there. He took it, he developed it today. Take our mind from all the war, take our mind from who other thing that happened, trauma, our parents that you killed, taking our mind from that we can go and play football, that we can go and play basketball. You're not supposed to support him. You're supposed to heal him as a giant in the hero for Liberia. You better try to start being women for that man before he died, right?
Okay.
But you have to use that man to develop Liberia, even though you're not president, you can still use him to develop Liberia. Instead of you have to use him to develop Liberia, you're fighting against him. You have to use that man to build Liberia, foolish people. You're very foolish. You have to use that man to build Liberia. You can use that man, you know what kind of legacy that man get? For you to talk to him, you know what kind of credit he get around the world? For you to use that man to go lobby for you, but this time we start lobbying for Liberia, for our country can build. You're fighting him, you're pushing him down. You only won't get a presidency right here, you not come out of power, right? Let's see. That will kill everybody that's supporting him come 2029. Okay. Nobody breaking election in our country. He never break election. Nobody breaking election. Latin that way past 1980 should break election. We also everything you can do. That iron you're holding in your hand, you're thinking that it can move from in your hand, getting other people's hand. Let me tell you, you start terrorizing our country. You bring reconciliation into our country rather than terrorizing the country. Whole time you're not bringing the country to normality. Everything is just about politics. Look, Liberian people, my last message, right? All the people that in our legislature, you vote all of them upcoming come 2029. Those are the people that causing problem in our country. You bring your young boys and people that graduated from the University of Liberia. You bring the people living in Liberia. They will develop that country. You vote all the old men off in our place. There no sense that behind Joseph Waka eating money or taking us because you put all that people out of that country there, out of that legislature. Let them go back and sit down to their home. Let them be hungry and be begging for cassava in the street again. Asia, thank you for having me on and thank you for.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. So let's come here now. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Asia. But we are here.
Good morning.
Thank you, Asia. Asia, thank you. Asia, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a purple corner, down Coastal Hill, Waytown community. Israel, thank you for always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on national issue. And to the issue, Israel, what you saw yesterday should not be a strange thing to us. Yesterday, what we witnessed at the Baptist Seminary, it was just a Baptist deacon trying to honor another Baptist legend as was displayed yesterday. And my question is this. Yesterday, people said there was a coaching and other people told casted around. No, it was a bad symbol. What is the difference on what Jefferson Koji did by throwing casted around the capital and what Joe Baka is doing today by the anti-casted around the country? Today, people who were yesterday, President Weir, Jefferson Koji, what are they to say? What is the symbol, a symptom of what Joe Baka is doing? If indeed, he truly says he was speaking yesterday on the very symbol of reconciliation. How many presidents did you see yesterday for NIMBA attending our program? How many presidents did you see for other political parties that attended our program? Even who did speak on the two-way party yesterday on the program? Joe Newman Boakai, you were elected on the course. People elected you to bring jobs to Liberia. People elected you to bring the 35 investors that you met in America. The sons and daughters of NIMBA gave you 144,000 votes so that they can be able to work. They did not want you to be totally anti-casting. My question to you, Mr. Boakai, is this. If indeed you are carrying the casting, the anti-casting that bearing the symptom of Dr. President Doe, where is the mortal remains of our astute son, Thomas Kuyompa? Where is the mortal remains of Justin Doe? Where is the mortal remains of Samuel Duki and the likes of DK once again? Will you take the anti-casting to Nimba to bury it as a result of their 144,000 votes? Those guys that are advancing you,
okay,
they are advancing you wrongly and putting you on this country into a dangerous track. Stop what you are doing. The people of Nimba deserve better. They gave you the 144,000 votes so that you can create job opportunity for them. But instead, you are totally casting. Stop that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Israel. Long live Liberia and long live the good people of Secretary. May God bless all of us. Thank you so much, Israel, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. So let me give each of you 1 minute so I allow others to be a part. So I'll take 30 seconds. 60
Good morning,
seconds
bro.
will be okay. Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, you are on our Prince Dick.
Well,
I thank you for the People Republic of Nima. Thank you for the topic on the discussion this morning.
Go ahead.
And brother, for you, waiting and after you get now, to close your mouth and move on out there.
Okay.
You hear me? I'm telling you.
Good morning.
Morning, Israel.
Good morning.
Shirley Babu calling.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Israel, before I say anything, let God bless you. Let God guide you day and night, you and your family.
Amen.
Anybody kill any barb or you, and we'll go back to that person. Okay, let's come to the point. All that what they're doing, they forget about Katatan in Harbour. The massacre that went on over there. They forget about 2003, the way they paid babies, men, women, people, women. What we take with wheelbarrow and go empty in front of the embassy, they forget about people too. They forget about Raphael and what design of Nusura. When the people do so, when they cover the man to a house on the beach side, I pay house or her, the man on the left side. They want to kidnap a man and the little girl are living with a Congo woman up to now we see them. They forget about all those things. The people that were born they get paid. They forget about them to rebury them. So we are here going shoot 89 up to today. One all we saw all. The people will not bring all the things and let people be memorizing all kind of things. I beg them. Let's lead out in there. Let me peace.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Don't use Niba and say him from the Republic of Niba. You have a Niba, you can mean so you want me to Nimapo, okay, so all right, Nimapo insulting the main studio. No, don't put the Nima people there. Don't say there are a lot of good, decent people from Nimba. So don't play that politics on the Nimapo. It can work for you. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, okay, the way it's last one, I go from EPS West, but since that they are left on them, my son they will, I didn't see one or timber.
Okay.
Yeah, I can ask if I have to.
Good morning.
Morning.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Good morning, Baba.
Go ahead.
Now, I want to get ready. Tasso and the Kura there, like Oma.
Okay, Oma, how you doing? How are you? Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, I wanted to talk with you. That's why I call it.
That will be after the show. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm patient calling for school.
Go ahead, patient.
Yeah, it's to the issue this morning. Is that for the day? The ever ban last summer and now Waka as a window. And you are here that day, the whole crowd got dark. The drinking dance. I was what was showing to us. God was telling you that you're taking good leader. You're putting 75-year-old bastard, you go want to know nothing. And the sound God was showing you. It's up on the day that woman said Joseph Bagara window. I time my waist and I prepare for the calamity. Nothing good will except from Baka. They say there. Nothing good. Baka will just be burying. Very soon you hear child DBK people say Baka will go bury the back. That was it. Child DBK people come in and say Baka will go bury. And they just burying people. That one will give Baka power for. We'll see a way. Anything Baka wants to do it. That my people give Baka the power. But it will accept for them nothing. The water spoon calling reburial president. What did the message for the money? But we are celebrating birthday. It was all around the mall. We are celebrating birthday. Then you have Baka spending money behind empty copy. So bury all the president. GSP people coming to Baka get ready to bury GSP. Edward J. Rock. The people coming over. So it's like I prepare for all of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Let's take another person on the women line. Good morning. Hello? Have you first on the line? Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ezra, thank you for your fascinating you know, a program, I listen to everything.
Fofana?
So, Ezra, let me.
Fofana?
Yes, a good Fofana. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, Liberia is for all of us. We don't have green Liberia, neither nor blue Liberia. Liberian, we are the one. That's why we have the different view. But I'm very frustrating this morning for me to hear somebody calling the other side of Liberia to say foolish. It may mean we have to blow Liberia. That's why it will not. They made a call. I don't know whether they hear or not.
You said the man. What the man said?
The man will use foolish. You never put it. You never.
What the man said?
We got to use like we're supposed to. If you are not a president, we are using to bring like fully people in that country. That's what he said. By the way, that is not my talking. But let me talk about the Metal Bayi and Yeke Kolba. Metal never go against Yeke because Yeke support church here. Metal, everybody listen to Metal. If you can go to a Facebook page, the man said Yeke you would accept another term. But this time they can't give same thing to our people that are here. The late president and his wife. So you will not cause problem today. Today, by here, you know, we will not allow politics to control us. The life in the country is too much. The life in the country is too much.
So it's not Yeke right to go to Grand Jide when Yeke wife is from Grand Jide?
Yeke have no right to go there.
Wait, Fofana. Fofana.
Yeah.
What do you mean he has no right to go Grand Jide?
Okay, very good. Let me say, Yeke We know the motive of Yeke that going there. Even yesterday, it was.
But which motive now? How Yeke will go? Yeke won't get attack Joe Baka before he get motive.
Who invited Yeke?
But the man went to represent his wife from Grenji there. My man, Fofana, don't when I got meeting lawyer. Yeah, don't. Yeah, just conclude now so I can take
Okay, let me say this, Israel. I beg you.
Yeah.
If he's doing George Reactor, Yeke will now, anywhere George we are going, Yeke will not supposed to go. Yeke will talk you all the time, will not go there. Because everybody know the state of the Yeke Koba and method guy. Someone say, if I were here, but I only met our ready action in Liberia. And you're pointing out to Liberia, if you go for one power to come, so they can go and don't already themselves. That does not mean you can't remark someone for a part to say they can't. They met at Liberia.
Okay.
For someone to come, they platform will let it do. Nobody will say, okay, you are listening to your show every day. Even the time you eat the same thing.
My man, that's why I can allow you call you UP man. I can still respect you and allow you to call.
For someone, if as a
Fofana.
that Pokemon language on Liberia, then you allow made the man. Although the man.
Why am I made the man for? So
the man say, yeah.
Fofana, thank you, man. I think you made your point. Thank you, my brother. You made your point. Yeah, thank you. At least the UP man are tolerant to allow you to call the show. You know.
But we are.
Yeah.
But we are.
Good morning.
Good morning, but we are. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Thank God. But we are here. This is David King, and I do join you from Congress City.
Okay.
You see, but we are. You should allow these people to be on the platform. They won't make an argument. Let it go on class reloaded. Let it go to punch FM. We are not punching somebody. We're talking substantive issue here. Then you come and keep one man on the line, just talking all kind of tabata. No, but we are. If Joseph Boaga really serious about reconciling the country, not the day body, not 45-year-old day body, 35-year-old day body, Joseph Boaga will reconcile with. The Bible say, let the dead bury the dead. So is Joe Boaga telling us that he's a dead man already because Henry Costa told us he's a dead man walking, right? So this is why he has chosen to reconcile with his dead colleague then, so that tomorrow, when he's about to leave, to go there so they can give him a rattling welcome. Is it what he's trying to tell us? No, let's be serious about reconciliation. When you want to reconcile a heavily divided country such as Liberia, you need everybody on board. All of the actors, the living one, I'm not talking about the dead one. Call all of them to come to the table so that we can reconcile the country for Liberia to be a better place. But Joseph Boaga choose to start burying all of the dead bodies. Now we asking him, go and take someone Kwangba body. Say you know where all the bones are. Go and get Kwangba bone, put it in a casket too, carry him out. Go and bury Kwangba. All right, go and bury him. Then we know that you see where to reconcile the country. Joe Boaga, what you doing there is cosmetic. If you knew that you came to reconcile the country, the time you carry to Peter friend to Grange, you have to call the top of family to go with you.
Okay.
They will call that total reconciliation.
Yeah.
If you knew that you want to reconcile the country, the two children that you have behind you in Grange, you have to call them to come with you to Baptist Seminary so that you can bury trouble party too. Then we know that you reconcile. But what Joe Boaga is doing, they're not reconciliation. Joe Boaga, they're wasting our money. Joe Boaga would not buy better go yesterday for a mother-in-law or fee. Yesterday, Joe Boaga bought 5 cows for 2 children because Joe we are carrying 2 cows, so he want double his own. Get that serious man with guy here.
Okay.
Man, not serious. He's not a serious man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Talk about it on King's 88.5. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel. How you doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
At my car, the visually impaired are keeping this unprepared presidency to the fire to deliver. You put it right. Stan and us were talking about the hiding of the identity of the intent hiding of the identity in the whole Trump era yesterday. When they said the president that died with some of his security details. Who are the security details? And then you have further make it clear to us what was discussing yesterday. Hey, you can't hide anything. Yesterday, when our own board case coming from turn, when Sam was discussing the issue, other people were in the car saying, oh, but we don't know. Do our number things? We are aware. When he took over what he did, people are fully aware of his participation. What he did. To see people you refer to them as being corrupt, not allowing them to go through the justice system, to put them up in front of their family, in front of citizens, to shoot them down, it was a problem that he brought to this world. We knew that I don't care what happened, there would have been some insertion in the country because of what he did to some of the land. A lot of people were there, they were disenchanted. That was it was so difficult to believe that he could have do so. He was asked, leave the people to go. God will come to investigate them. You investigate them. They didn't do so. So how do you go now to have a rebearer? You don't want to make us to know that we are reburying him to we are burying this man today. But when he was killed by the very door that he was killed, those that say with different hands was in the killing, but it is believed that he was the one that killed Tower. And the Tower that he killed, you fail to identify the 13 men that you also killed them along with Tower. Then you say security duty. What is the security duty what you talking about? But this little girl that the family member when they were coming in yesterday, some were coming with their family member picture in their hand. What does that suggest? What does that detect? It was that child that killed the 13 men. It was not her grandma Ellen Joseph that killed the 13 men. In fact, she was wounded because of the killing of the 13 men. So this is why we say that Mr. President Reburial in the country, what you needed to do, have a national memorial day. A particular site is designated. Everybody who went through the beam of this war, you will carry your flower, you put it there after the national day, you fence that they play, and put the something there to memorialize it. Everybody will carry their flower one at a time to put it there to memorialize their father, their daughter, their sons. That's what we say. But what you have done to us, you are reawakening the whole of the country. Don't tell me, say the Congo people, we're going to forget what he did to their fathers, their husbands. Don't tell me so they are going to forget. They stay in the country. They are still a stakeholder in the country. They have property in the country. How do you go to go rebury it? Then you want to hide the identity? You can do that to us. We are here. We know what happened. So you can lie to us. Okay? You don't want to go bury it. What you needed to do, bring the Johnson, bring the Tower, bring them together. So they still want to make us to be that we are letting our path to go and work together. But you didn't do so. You carry the other one, when you go to go bury him, you cause confusion there. When you go to go bury the other one, you cause confusion there. One of the Congo boy yesterday, we didn't know this because it was so fast, he didn't get time to drink. So he came to Grand Chile County, you are going to go bury Tower. No, Mr. President, you got more things to work on here. You see your people are the thing on the street cry that they are crying because they regret their action of supporting you in the election. So this is why you should be working on. This is the fight that I have seen a government where they know if I see what issue in the country, absolutely you hear nothing from them. What can they do to address some of those issues that the president are faced with? Nothing. What we are doing to justify everything that is happening in the country to shape the blame on President. He was the one that did it. He's the one that did it all. He's the one that did it all. No! You are not here. Correct all the wrong and be able to improve the livelihood of the Liberian people. No, other thing, for me, I believe that we should allow the United Party people to share their ignorance on this platform. The only thing we can do is to check it and let them know that, hey, you are putting on garbage. And we are going to correct you that you are putting on garbage. What is factual is factual. What is true is true. So thank you, Ezra.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Let me just bring in Cody Williams. I'm sure she's on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. C. How you doing?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing much to say, but you people are talking about billing and chairman, walking president. But I just wanted to say when PHP Park was open, President, we have built a monument right in PHP Park. I don't know if everybody knows that. The only thing was remaining for them to grave it and put the people's name on it, those 30 men that was killed over there. The President, we had did that, and Eddie Johnson said he cut that ribbon that day. So when people come up to say that Joe Bucker did, Joe Bucker did, I hope they know that President Weah has started it. Just because the bail arrest was given, $5 was given to our people, they didn't give President Weah a chance to finish what he was going to do. But he started it already. You go to PHP Park. I was present that day when the ribbon was cut. And the monument is right there for the 30 men. So that man walking to what he think is best. I wish him luck.
Okay.
Because this brought back too much memory for us. God bless Liberia. Pray that everything be okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, Kudi. Thank you so kindly there. Talking about it on King's 88.5. Let me go to the other line. Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Emmanuel Instrument Junior Abraham Gosling William Picking. I joined you from District 2 this morning. Let me say thank you for the topic. You know, this party are criminal and Tuaka have become complete embarrassment to the Liberian people. The party has nothing to offer the Liberian people. The party are travel entire, in past president, all of them travel entire. They have no friend to help them. So the only way they think they can convince the Liberian people is to tell them who their body there and bury them, and the Liberian people will say that the United Party people give these people grief. But everything Braga doing a vla. And we're looking at him, Tony now to kick him off, even if they get Jeremiah for whosoever he will carry, even if they get Thomas as vice president, the Liberian people will wait them. And President, we will be having a second chance to serve the Liberian people as president. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not mother, I'm not pastor, but by the grace of God, God is always with me. Last night, the main thing I'm making this one, I don't want to call. But last night, I saw our name, the Sambo CDC. But the people, they were almost a sticker, they were about to root out the sticker, but there's a fire that went around it. So the interpretation I wake up this morning, I'm thinking that maybe our vote is protected 2029. Yes. The place was looking at sticker. And the only girl that dreamed about Prince Johnson was still alive. He was standing out to the Guinea Bowler. He was alone with a full uniform. And when I went, I told my pastor said that maybe time will come, you will be alone. And now Prince Johnson alone. I'm the only girl that my Ellie and Joel, they fight with James. Joel was divine wash and Bobe. And I went, I told my pastor said that anybody that come around, the wash is represented. Anybody that temper around that ball, that will be disaster that will take place. I'm not perfect, I'm not moral, I'm not pastor. But 24 hours, I can be looking at AP car in the spiritual ring. So the dark, to the place where he can drive, what the driver can sit. There's a dark circle around the car. I'm watching it, but 24 hours, I'm praying against it. I'll bring nothing, I will do it around AP. God is protecting you. I'm not perfect, I'm not moral, I'm not pastor. But that's why I look at. So election time, but God has shown me the sticker of CDC. The sticker on the ground, but somebody about to root up the sticker. But there's a fire that went around it that was no way for the person to get in to root up the sticker from there.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Eddie.
Israel.
Yeah, Peter calling from Johnson Day.
Israel.
Oh, Israel, good morning. Peter calling from Johnson Day.
You know, Eddie can't in the morning.
Yeah, thank you, Baba, for correction. You know, my brother, all the things that the Papa doing, everything Papa doing, they just fooling affair. Carry, enter castle in great yellow berry, using mommy door to go against open down open for it's over with the go without our man. I told them now we're taking open from there. He mean well for going there. Because open we voted for him in going today we say go against Joe we are going against CDC. Enough for our interest in going interest. So to now we're moving from there. So now never thinking that they will use money to contest. They will be joking because mommy do and our brother. When they contest in great, they will never will take judgment they can come. We will reject them. For you to use them, they call their part here in free for to use them. To carry any care and protection on it. To devastate the poor of great children. They taking that dream of great people. To get great children. Can we get great children and get great children? The president that we saying we honor him for. But for that reason, to come to the now with the great children who will reject the bubble people go to that bubble and then bubble person getting a video for their senator. In order to know that they're reading grant there, the other district, the one senator will reject that on the now come. So no Bobo will take senator seat. We will put different type of grant there will be senator. In order to know. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Let me take this person on the loose line. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Israel.
Good morning.
Thank you and thank you very much, my dear brother Israel, and good morning to the Key 7 family for the brilliant work doing for the Liberian people. For the record nations, for the public, I'm Pocat, Robert. And I joined you this morning for our unknown destinations. You know, as AB said last night, and a lot of people say that AB too was very hard. But that's the fact. AB was very emphatic and categorically. Israel, you are a levy. If he does not have, I'm saying Israel, you are a levy. If he does not have heart for the levy, and you got heart for the dead that you cannot no more associate with, then who are you? Israel? Then who are you? You are a dead. Capital D-E-A-D, dead. And that's what Mr. Baka has pussy. For me, I would never call such a human being president. Never. Never been able to go for this particular character. He does not deserve that particular nomenclature. He does not deserve it. You got a levy. They are marginalized. They levy. The children are not going to school. They levy. They are stuck. They don't have no daily bread on their table. And you taking our half taxpayer money, and you are wasting it. That I say you don't even have heart for living. That's a debt that have put the money to the power that you are taking it for and using it, how do you call it, lavishing it in such a manner. I want to tell Mr. Bwaka, enough is enough. Enough of your stupidity, enough of your irresponsibility, and enough of your reckless and ruthless behavior is enough. We are coming on to that 17. All of our people in the front, people that our young boy, that today you need to sell your market and feed your children and even send them to school. Today your children is language because you have no daily bread on your table. Is Mr. Bwaka. So come on and say a warning to him that this country does not belong to him, a hooligan. Okay. It does not belong to him, a surrogate. He is a bunch of criminals.
Thank you.
So come on in your number 2017 and then put a very strong caveat to the buffon.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so kindly there. Okay. We got some few minutes. So don't forget, I pinned the King's Cash support basket numbers, the same we've already there. It's on the screen. Look there. Good morning. Go ahead. I'm okay. Go ahead.
This is the board of Sabu Rasta. I'm joining you from Point 4, so to be precise, in Zimbabwe. Denying the Navy from using the VIP lodge and carry empty casket to Grand Chile at Plan Reconciliation. You got former rebel general. That thing setting law maker. Plan Reconciliation. President, we are, I tell you, thank you. Look, I can see in peace, Joe. I'm not supporting you for that. You know, I can see in peace. Imagine everything that you done for our people, our very quickly, our interest. People on the other side will criticizing it, President, we are. But I tell you, thank you, Papa. The woman are born on a good day. And Papa George, let God bless you. Let God be with you. Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, boy, I said that my best say money.
How does it go ahead?
Yeah, I was doing it.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, you go that what's the way go, man? You go that go, man? What's the way go, man? Yeah. You not got to go very president. He got to go there. I would say that I don't know our president. Why agree to go bury the fool at the go there? Who is stopping me? So they can go there to tell what I say. I know my own play with the poor one. I don't play for the fool and why you went there for. You know what I mean? For the poor fool there. The poor one is getting what's a while about the case. The way you want who are you there too? You don't go there. But you want that what I say? The one case. I know what I pass the fool. So after the all barrel, I will show you the food that's a very age. So you talking say you have to go there. I answer I gave you. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Good morning.
Yeah, it's right. I forget what's on your brother. That blind, they don't blind. You go grant in my country. Well, stand on the street, those streets, and threatening your back. Getting threatening remind. Can't you come from Smart? You come from Smart, go to my country, you get threatening remind. We are watching you. In our roommate was supporting child setup. She was to talk about pilot when she report that to say, showing that in their mouth in Grand they are rebel. When she made that wall, and not for our mom, we run from Grand she was naked with neck on, she passed through the bush, she can't be kind of. We take our country. In my roommate, you never play are speaking to you this morning. You suffer me for Sunday, you stay in my country, you threaten your over. Until you come in my country, you say, going for a war. We the Nigeria will sit down and look at you to go for going to talk. Our man, never your kid, your cross, and we pull up for 15 years. I got the 2 people over the family or eat. You want to come in my country and talk something and make them play. Listen to me this morning. We ourselves will kill you. And then again, you say you want to try to grant them. Let us play. They don't let on the nine. They're coming. You want to touch anybody to go to the balance side of my our balance. Let them play. The head will judge you because the thing I will do to you. They will say, oh, the grandchildren say, let me tell you something, yeah, the thing of your sister, roommate, our roommate. Next time, I will run the house for you from Aragon straight. She passed through the bush, she got to charge it up. She said, they are rebel. That are English is paying for more. The crap will enter, they run away, they run the house. In the net, she passed to Putu, she got into immoral. That the thing will do to you. Listen and listen well. To our place, you go, you can't take it. Our children, they won't let nobody come for our country. Tell your care, our people, they go as I for 15 good years. When you try it, let them play, listen to me, you don't mind back, listen to me when you try it.
Okay.
Crap was that will scare you. Let me tell you it. Thank you.
Thank you. But that's a strong word. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, obviously. After Kabi or Gidia, I'm calling from Lord Johnson Bay this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there?
Go ahead.
Good. You see, really, the United Party, the Border United Party government has turned completely to bearer and rebel regime, losing complete sight of their own mandate that they came with to rescue the Liberian people. See the economic crisis that the masses are going through this kind of town. So tearing up school, no company, no food work going on, and they stay sacking people. Okay, that is fighting corruption. But there's complete market of fighting corruption. We have proper corruption cases that on the deck that they should have possibly handled. They're following, they're running behind low-level food corruption. Somebody carrying care for rent. Look at that. Is that not a mockery? And let me just say something, my God. The issue about this woman going to grant it, it's not about just reconciling the people of Grandia, among themselves. No, he was going there to reconcile himself with the Grandian because he said something that was very bitter in the people's mind. He said the people never voted for him. So he was looking for opportunity to go there. And you understand? So he used that empty casket
And you understand, to carry there so that we will impress the people. Another thing is that he went there, the political vote that is also go. The party
Is that gonna go there?
Mami, and you understand, he made Mami to go against Joe Penn. You know, the man is tired with Joe Penn, and I think that when 2029 comes, Mami Joe will make marks for him. Mami Joe will be a kingmaker for him in the election to get people. Because with Joe Penn and Nana, he's very wary about Joe Penn, but he will not say it. And you understand? So now, Joe Penn should really put himself in the position now to know that the old man is getting rid of him small by using that leg, and you understand, to really great thing. And you understand? Okay. So, I mean, that's the whole thing about it, brother. This will not see you.
Thank you.
They need to hear issue that elaborate for this way and talking about. We are not bad to do reburial, but reburial issue there, bro. The man, the issue, the thing that was in our class said did not really represent the true release.
Okay.
Some of us suggested that they take Fall River. They should even carry my die and fill it always in Fall River water and put it in our class and carry it because they were that one represent the Samuel Doe release.
Okay.
Anyway, not just carry empty casket with
Thank you.
No, that man will be reburied when the purpose time comes. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, man, dear brother. Thank you. Talk about it on Kings 88.5. Mr. Masakwa, you're watching from Upper Kawe. Sion Porte, how are you? You in the US? It's a good point, my brother. Roof Jones, how are you? RJ. Muffless say the original Konji Kongoro from Fargo, North Dakota. How you doing? James Hector Saki. How you doing, Maria Gay? You there on the Dixville Road in Kawe. Maima K. Johnson, you follow me from Dupo Road. Moses Pakima, you're watching from Jacobstown Community. Thank you also for following. Edwin Pangba, how are you? Martina Bona, how you doing in the US? Odell A. Gibson, you're watching from Arizona, USA. Odell, again, we say our deepest sympathy for the loss of your father. Take heart in the Lord, and God's going to help you. Josephine Satamwa Amisa, you're there in the USA. Mary Tule, you're watching from New Georgia Estate. Thank you so kindly. Precious Dakuka, my dear sister, you watching there from your Thinkers Village, Soya Beach community resident. Pocket, you're watching as usual from Montreal, Canada. Stephen Rogers, you're following us from your District 17, Yellow Flowers community resident. Yassa Sharif, you there in the US. Clay Riches, he said Boaka was part of the Lofa Defense Force. Paya Joshua, you're watching from your District 6, GSA Row resident. Sylvester Kruma, he said, just got in class. Sorry for being late this morning. Again, Chief, it was very hot in the United Kingdom yesterday. We had a sleepless night, man, on the hustle and still want to sleep. Yes, I've been told the heat is getting high. My brother, we pray that God help you. See people putting water in bottle. Yeah, we pray. Agatha Glasgow, the class preferred, you're there watching from Tinkers Village, RI Row, where the common citizen children live. Ama Okafagi, you watching from Grand Jide County. Alex Brown, the gatekeeper, how are you this morning? James Topa, you following from Grand Cape Mount County, King George to be specific. Jeremiah Collet, you watching from Mississippi Street, Granville, Sino County. Roland W. Tour, it's a good morning, King Seven family. My name is musician Roland T.W. Tour. I'm following the show live from my job site this morning, Vatan, Bushwa, Ireland. J. Emmanuel Nurse, he said, good morning, Israel Boya. CA, how are you this morning? I'm following from Johnson, the seated view behind Heart of Grace as usual. Boaman Ibrahim Kwei, you were watching from your Chicken Soup Factory Gulf community resident. Clay Riches, he said, Million is a rebel. He not a, oh, he's talking, talking to though. So Maton is a rebel. He's not a pastor. Once a rebel, always a rebel. He's using the Bible as an instrument to accomplish his goal. Oh, he's a man of God.
Barbara Rose Stanford said, good morning. I'm watching from my resident in Brooklyn, New York City. Thanks for the update to our country. Thanks so kindly, Barbara BRX, for following. Claire Richard writes, no, there was no reconciliation during the time SKD fired Bwaka twice. Mostly when he stole from the agriculture ministry. But the children now, they don't know the history of Bwaka. Jacob Muakwei said, I'm following from the headquarters of the Innovative Youth Allowance in Do community. Martina Bona said, that's true. That's the truth, Israel. Say it loud. Reverend Mark David Yanko say, and Katos Kiam massacre in Harbour City, Firestone, Liberia. It was painful and terrible. Edwin V. Hoff Sr. said, Israel, it appears you enjoy listening to the voice of Edmond Kai as you allow him to talk for the longest, up to 5 minutes, and let others color on your platform. Edmond, you got one protester. Kaizik Johnson said, good morning, boy. I'm Kaizik Johnson watching you from Cotton Tree, Lower Maigibi County. Thank you so much for your motivational talk this morning. May God continue to bless you, my big brother. We're getting there. One day we get there. Thanks so kindly. Cootie Williams, she said, leopard never leaves his black hands behind. Samuel M.A. Allison, you following from Maryland Harper, Huffman Station, Ware Hodo Town. Oh, thanks, Samuel. Patricia Brown, you following from your rehab EAW community. Rebecca Doba, how are you? Honorable J.D. Williams, you following from your Johnsonville area there. Sia Fire, how are you? Charles M. Dolobapu, so give it to them because they don't know priorities. Charles Robertson Bagari, so they are dead, so they have to celebrate the dead. Unity Party is falling to the death cycle, so they have to celebrate the dead. Okay, Peric Slobber, he said the reburial thing is just nonsense, man. The zombie commander general filled the library and people escaping from the bread butter issues. Okay, Alex Brown said Joseph Jiggin Roberts, Stephen Alex Benson, Daniel Bashard Weiner, James Spring P, Edward James Raw, Anthony W. Garner, Alfred F. Rosser, Joseph James Chisemont, William D. Coleman, Garrison W. Gibson, Arthur Buckley, Daniel E. Howell, William Aratober, William V. S. Totman, Samuel Kado, Charles G. Taylor, Judy Bryan. Oh, God. Hey, Simon Kier, how are you? I still owe you the visit, you and the old man. He said, good morning, Israel, watching from a car with New Georgia Waterside resident. Okay, he said, I think we need to rebury Prince Johnson too, including all the PRC members that were executed by Doe. Godspeed, next box, Statler. How are you? He said, what's this reburial going to benefit the country at large? While people are suffering, he never even recognized the living, then they're focusing on the dead people. Oh, man. Henry T. Togenium said, good morning. I'm watching from a resident in Carway. Benito Nigby, how are you this morning? Afric Somba, how are you? Vinicius Gion Bar, you there in Nikutown. CDC Papi Sources Keita for Life. Dupero Asata Mela, you are in the Soul Clinic community. Robert Asnot Pierce, you are there in the US. Adam Canning, you're there in Sino County, Buto. Ambassador Harris Ule Pele, you in Nikutown. Vanning Bala, you in D17, District 17. Patrick Kohler, you in Maryland County, Plebo Sodican District. Afhad Koli, you there in the Soul Clinic community. Smith Mao, you there in Bangabon County. Sando Kiazulu, how are you? Obadiah Davis, how are you? Kai Scout, you there in the Broadway City, Minnesota community. Sylvester Cromau, Veronica Rowland, how are you? You're watching from New Matadi. Okay, Sonet Foxter, you there in the Broadway Bible College Freedom Community. Mary Yimpam, how are you this morning? James Lamin, you in Sino County, Jamokan Bokondre. Tarek F. Conan, you on Randall Street. How are you this morning? Cudi Williams, how you doing? Michael J. Momo, how are you this morning? Dorothy Desayu, how you doing this morning? She's a worker with bury all the Congo people, their children and president with our country money and resources. Elizabeth A. Thomas, how are you this morning? You're watching from Waterside. Matthew Chie, how are you? Samuel Kofi Woods Jr., how are you this morning? Morris Goodfee Jesse, you in the Chicken Soup Factory area. Muyan Sharif, you following from District number 9 this morning from Matadi. Siliki Tuare, how are you this morning? Oliver G. Chie, you in Grand Juda County. George Johnson, Ma Matterson, ELW Pinsville, William Massacre, my dear brother, you in Pennsylvania, the USA. I've not heard from you these few days. Kadiatu Bebeke Kamara, you dead in Dwazon Maigibi, Kamtek. Solomon Carr, how are you this morning? Noah Deacon, you in Dwazon Maigibi County. It's good to greet all of you wonderful people following the platform this morning on Kings 88.5. Elisha Davis, you dead in Matadi. Jackson C. Pony Jr., you in the Iron Factory Block 13. Felicia Godfavor Doru Doer, you in Jacob Town. Damon Gono Flomo, you following from your office there in Sinkos. Tengley Blaine, you following from Chaplin, Minnesota, the USA. Morris Percy, you following from Grand Cape County, King George. Edwin V. Hoff Sr., how are you? The rest of the folks, I think I greeted all of you. And those of you following us on the YouTube, we also want to say good morning to all of you. And thanks so kindly for, oh my God, man. Thanks so kindly for following the platform this morning. And but let me quickly greet you before you hold me in contempt. Elijah Halaaji Kakarbai, you're watching. Gertrude J.D. Williams, following from your Johnsonville resident. Alan X. Jackson, you following from Tottenham Bursated, Bombing County, Western Liberia. Ambrose M. Sa, you following. How are you? J. Tube, how are you? David William, you following from Colorado, the USA. Randall Woloba, you following from the USA, Brooklyn Park. Richard Kwe, you watching from Maryland County, Harper City. I want to say thanks to all of you. We look forward to you. The King Support Basket number is ping as usual. The send wave is 0555 855 855 855 855. You can use it for the send wave. Those of you in the diaspora, those of you in Liberia, you can use it as your mobile money to send your contribution. 0555 855 855. Or the orange mobile, the orange money number is 0777 0777 017 885. 0777 017 885. Well, those are the numbers. All right, you can send your contribution to keep Kings FM going. The others coming on their different platforms of Stephen Compton, we keep reading out those numbers. Sam Andrews, and then Aaron Garson William. We also do. So time has cut with us. We got to go. Malu Efofana, you there on the 20th Street. Man, Rebecca Casey. We got to go. So let's say thanks to all of you for your calls. Thanks to all of you for your comments, your suggestions, your recommendations. The way forward on our best we can move our country, Mama Liberia. Well, this is how I go on onto this edition of the program. Talk about it. And we'll catch you, God willing, tomorrow. At which time we are here with a fresh new presentation. Don't go away, because lots more are coming up right here on Kings 88. Until tomorrow, my name is Israel, where we are saying, have a blessed Wednesday morning from the nation's capital, Nairobi.
Bye-bye.